Thank you for tuning in to the Keeping It Real with KC podcast, a no judgment zone podcast that covers lifestyle, entertainment, news, and sports. Even though KC doesn't watch sports, but these are minor details. By the way, he reads tarot cards too. Yes, I really mean it. He reads tarot cards too. And now, the host you've tuned in for, KC Phoenix.
Virgo, you are up for the 2022 Tarot Energy Reading. Before I go any further, kirwkc.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. Please feel free to listen to this podcast on whatever platform is most convenient for you. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Virgo, I was doing the pre-shuffle and picking up the energy. There will be an offer, more than likely in the form of a message. I honestly think this will be some type of written communication, whether it's electronic or whatever. Something's telling me they might even go old school, like an actual letter, a physical letter, is what the offer may be in 2022 for you. This could be in regards to a relationship, which I'm sort of leaning towards that, or it could be an offer in regards to work. Regardless, the offer that comes into you in 2022 is really the offer that you want, ideally. However, due to a situation that happened to you in the past that looks similar to the offer that you are receiving in 2022, you will give the offer the side eye. I'm telling you right now, reconsider. It's like you got the short end of the stick in a certain situation, and you're about to receive an offer in 2022 that looks similar on its surface, but overall, beneath the surface, is pretty much what you want. It's everything that you want, as in happiness-wise. It will bring you a lot of emotional fulfillment. That's some of the energy that I was picking up. So one thing that I would recommend to you is just be open. I'm not saying jump at any offer that is made to you in 2022. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that when you receive an offer in 2022 and you're like, wait a second, I've dealt with a situation similar to this before and I got burned. I don't think I want this. Before you let that be your knee-jerk reaction, your default reaction, just remember that KC said reconsider. Take time to think about it. Do some research, meditate on it, whatever you have to do. I just want to throw that out there because that's the energy that I'm picking up. As for this reading, I'm using a regular tarot deck, which I plan on pulling 12 cards. I'm using an oracle deck. I plan to pull 1 card. I'm using the Kipper deck. I plan to pull 4 cards. And I'm using the Divine Doors deck, and I'm pulling 2 cards. And I have a clarification tarot deck if needed as well. So this is going to be kind of a long reading. This isn't going to be a short reading. So you might want to pour yourself something to drink, fix something to eat, relax, and all that other good stuff. Also, the microphone is to the left of me, so when I'm facing the cards, I'm not speaking directly into the microphone. So just a heads up on that. But let's go ahead and get started and pull the 12 cards to see where we're at for the energy on 2022. But as for the pre-energy, there is an offer coming in. And I want you to reconsider before you reject it. Because I feel like you're looking to reject it just because it looks similar to a situation where you got burned before. So, yeah. What is the energy for Virgo for the year of 2022? What is the energy for Virgo for the year of 2022? What is the energy of Virgo for the year of 2022? May I have some cards, please? Also, in 2022, you're going to walk away from some stuff too. Eight of Cups was at the bottom before I started. So, any situation that doesn't fulfill you emotionally, wow, that jumped out. You're going to walk away from it. And a card that jumped out at the very beginning was the Tower reversed. Some of you, you're going to have trouble walking out. You're still trying to hold on to something that doesn't serve you. May I have some more cards, please? Thank you. May I have some more cards, please? Thank you. May I have some more cards, please? Thank you. May I have some more cards, please? Thank you. May I have some more cards, please? Thank you. Where did it go? Okay, here it is. Oh. All right, I can see some of the stuff going on here. May I have some more cards, please? Thank you. May I have some more cards, please? Wow. Thank you. Whoa, these cards are just jumping out. May I have some more cards, please? Sam. Okay, there is a lot going on here. All right, we have 13 cards that came out. And I have to take a sip of water. Hold on. My throat got a little bit scratchy. Okay. Virgo. Oh boy. Some of you are holding on to a situation that obviously does not serve you because the Tower came out in reverse. One of the reasons that you're holding on to the situation, even though you know that it's hurting you, is because you're afraid of the after, where you can't figure out. I'm trying to figure out the best way to articulate this. Because you don't know what the next thing is. You can't narrow it down. You can't nail it down. It's where, because you don't have a plan of action, that's it. Because you can't seem to come up with a plan of action, or everything that you've done, you don't know where you will land. You're still holding on to a situation that doesn't serve you, which is bringing you pain. And also, and the fear is, if you let go of the situation, not knowing where you will land. Because no matter how you work it out in your mind, you're not coming to the conclusion that you think is beneficial for you, or that you think is advantageous for you. Therefore, you would rather, something just said to me, lose. So some of you may feel like you're in a situation where it's a lose-lose situation. If you do this, you lose. If you do that, you lose. And because it's just a lose-lose situation, your logic is, well, it's just better to stay still and not have to lose anything. But in the process of staying still, you're in pain. It's keeping you in pain. Because the tower is reversed, then the moon card came out, and this is about not knowing things, not being clear on stuff. Also, it can be about fear. With this, the card that followed, and also moon is Pisces energy, the Three of Swords followed it. Could be a third-party situation. Not really picking that up. I'm more picking up, Three of Swords can also be extreme heartache, is what I'm picking up. And it's more of frustration. Knight of Wands is here. Maybe you're dealing with someone who is kind of flighty. Here today, gone tomorrow type energy. 1 minute they want to see you, 1 minute they don't. Ace of Wands is here, which I feel there could be some traveling happening in 2022. That could be it as well. I could also see that even though you're not making a move, you're still making plans. Because Knight of Wands plus Ace of Wands is Two of Wands. So, like making plans, you're surveying the land. You're still trying to figure out what's going to happen in the future. But you're taking a break from doing anything because the Queen of Swords came next. This is air energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Queen of Swords plus Three of Swords is Four of Swords. That's why I'm talking about. I honestly feel like you're holding on to something because you're in the mind of, oh, well, it's a lose-lose situation. You're still attempting to come up with a plan that will work for you, where you will come out ahead, which is also what the Queen of Swords does. Someone who's in Queen of Swords energy, the Queen of Swords is very good at communication. The Queen of Swords is also very good at strategizing too. And she doesn't, one thing about the Queen of Swords, she doesn't ask a question that she doesn't already know the answer to. That's one thing about her. She is one of the ultimate chess players of the tarot deck. And with this being here, I'm going back to what I said before. You're attempting, because you're surveying, you're looking out on things. You're strategizing on how you want to map out an exit strategy. Because that's what that is. And I feel that's what this Knight of Wands energy is, especially with this Ace of Wands. You want an exit strategy. You want a new start. You're passionate about it. But you're holding back because moon energy, you just don't, you can't seem to come up with a good strategy in your mind. Because again, just because you can't see it right now due to the moon doesn't mean that there isn't something beneficial or advantageous available to you. It's just you can't see it right now because the moon energy is here. You're staying stuck to this tower that won't fall. Also, one of the reasons that you're staying stuck is because you're afraid of a tower moment in a situation. And the first half of 2022 is you doing a lot of thinking, is what it is. First half of 2022 is going to be you doing a lot of thinking. Second half of 2022, I see that there will be a decision made. The Empress is here. Empress is Taurus energy, Libra, and also Cancer energy. Empress is about abundance. Empress can be about pregnancy too. I'm not really picking up pregnancy, but that could be the case later on in the summertime. I do see you walking away from something more than likely when the summer gets here, is what I'm seeing. Probably around July. You may be walking away from something. And the Five of Cups is after the Empress. And that's where this sadness may come in at, where you've invested in something and you had to walk away from it, and you're focused on what you lost versus what you still have. I honestly feel that a tower moment will be forced on you in the summer. That is what I'm picking up. And Five of Cups came out, Seven of Pentacles came out. You will be upset due to the time that you invested in something. You're going to feel like it's gone to waste. But the King of Cups is here. And you're going to realize that after the tower has happened, after the dust has cleared, it was all for your good. The Two of Wands comes out after the King of Cups. Now, the energy that I'm picking up is this offer. Someone may be in your life that is a Cancer, a Scorpio, or a Pisces. King of Cups is Scorpio energy. A Scorpio may come along and make an offer to you. I feel that a water sign is going to make an offer to you because the card that follows is the Two of Wands. Fire energy. Sagittarius, Leo, Aries. And Two of Wands, again, is about surveying the land. Twos are about choices and decisions. And with this, after that tower falls, and this person who is in King of Cups energy makes an offer to you, you're going to make a decision, is what you will do. I honestly feel that with the High Priestess following, this is something related to a job or a move or something. I'm also seeing contract as well. I really, really am. I'm feeling like this may be related to a job, a move, or a contract, or it could be all three. But there's going to be an offer. And again, your default reaction is, okay, I've seen this story before. I've seen this movie. I came up with the short end of the stick last time. I'm telling you, especially with the High Priestess here, Because the High Priestess can be about secrets. Also with High Priestess, again, this is Pisces energy too, and Cancer energy as well. There could be something here that you're not seeing with this offer, where on the surface you're thinking that it's just similar to the offer that you had in the past where you came up with the short end of the stick. But on the below the surface, there's way more to the offer than that. The card that came out after the High Priestess is the Six of Pentacles. Six of Pentacles is equal give and take. It can also be a sudden cash infusion too. Six of Pentacles is Earth energy, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. Six of Pentacles is about abundance. In a way, you can say it's about temperance. It's about stability. But like I said, the energy that I'm picking up is from the pre-shuffle energy before. You're not seeing that what this King of Cups is offering, whoever is in this King of Cups energy, possibly a Scorpio, I would say whatever water sign it is, I would say Scorpio is my first choice, Pisces is my second, and then Cancer, if it is a water sign. Doesn't have to be, but that's just what I'm picking up. Where this person is making this offer, your knee-jerk reaction due to what you went through in the first half of 2022, you're like, okay, I've dealt with a similar situation. I'm probably going to say no. But really, this individual sees you as the Empress or sees you in Empress energy. They hold you in high regard. Something just said to me, and it doesn't matter if this is love or if this is a job. This particular person making this offer, they don't make offers to just anyone. They don't just pick anyone. What they want is the creme de la creme. That's what they want. Whether it's for a job position, whether it's for romance, whatever offer is being made, this person, they vet people is what they do. That's what they do. They vet people. They don't just say, oh, well, this person looks good on paper. That's good enough for me. No. This is the type of person where they're checking backgrounds and all types of other things is what they're doing. And also, something just said to me that this person may have been observing you and you may not have realized it. And that is part of their strategic way to offer things to people, where they observe someone for a while, but they don't let the person know they're observing them. The person usually doesn't know. And then when they feel the time is right, because don't forget, King of Cups is an intuitive person. Any of the water signs are intuitives. Their intuition is good. When they feel the time is right, that's when this person steps in and makes the offer after they've gathered all of the information. And I honestly feel you're taking time to think about it, but you don't know. The secret is that first, this person has already had their eye on you, whether it's to hire you or whether it's to date you or whatever. And the other thing is that this offer is giving you Six of Pentacles energy. It's giving you what you want. It's giving you what you need. Is what it's doing. So let me go ahead. I want to see if I can get a little bit of clarification on this. Because now, first, half of 2022, you're going to be strategizing. That's what you will be doing. Second half of 2022, after the tower happens, because it will happen, the offer is going to come in, and if accepted, it's going to bring the stability that you're looking for. And again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it's not your story, don't try to make it fit as well. As I always say, I'm just the person sitting here reading the energy and the tarot cards. Let me get some clarification on this. Is there anything that Virgo needs to know? In this card, I couldn't even get this thing to shuffle right, and then the star card came out. Yeah, this person's been watching you. Someone's watching you in 2022. And not in a creepy way. I'm not picking up creepy in this. Because I know some of you are listening like, somebody watching me. No, I'm not picking up creepy in this. Not in a creepy way. In a good way. Someone really admires you. Could be an Aquarius. Not really picking it up. I honestly feel like it's a water sign. But someone is watching you. What? Can we have some more clarification, please? Some other things Virgo needs to know. Two of Pentacles. This is Earth energy. So yeah, this is about making a choice. And something just said to me that, let me deliver this message to you. When this person makes this offer, just realize that this person can pick whoever they want to pick. In the sense of, if it's a job, they could easily have someone fill the position. Like, a lot of people want this particular job. Just know that. Something just said they can have the pick of the litter. So if it's a job and someone is making an offer to you, just know they could literally pick anyone to fill the job, in the sense of not necessarily as in any random person, but in the sense of everyone wants this job. It's a job that everyone wants. So if this is related to a job and you're being made an offer by this individual and you're kind of hesitant about it, just know that there were a ton of other people who wanted this job that they're offering to you, and they could have offered it to them, but they chose you because they see you as a star. They see you as the Empress. They see you as worth the investment. For others of you, something just said to me that some of you might have to make a choice between that offer and another offer. So that means another offer might come in, is what may happen. And honestly, I feel like this could be related to work. I'm really feeling like this may be related to work as I'm looking at this. Is there anything else Virgo needs to know? Is there anything else Virgo needs to know? Thank you. Yeah, this can involve traveling too. Chariot card. This is Cancer energy. Could be dealing with the Cancer. Again, water sign. There may be some type of relocation as well, because that's a travel card. Knight of Wands is a travel card. Two of Wands is a travel card. Ace of Wands can be a travel card as well. There could be some type of relocation involved. That might be why you're hesitant to, where it requires you to go to another location. But also don't forget, Chariot card is a victory card. So for some of you, you may be deciding, do you want to stay or do you want to go? Where you have an offer to stay as related to a job, but then also there's another job offer that's in another location. That could be it too. Something just said to me that some of you could be in the service industry. I don't know why, as I'm looking at this King of Cups, why bartender is coming to mind. I have never heard of a traveling bartender. But again, I'm just a person delivering the message. That's it. All I'm doing is delivering the message. And I'm not judging. This is a no judgment zone. I don't know. Is that even a profession? A traveling bartender? I've heard of you know what? Maybe the flight attendant that fixes... No, they wouldn't be considered a bartender. A traveling bartender? Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. Something with drinks. Fixing drinks. I don't know. Let me see. You know what? That might have been how you met someone. That person that was watching you. Now again, if this isn't your story, don't try to make it fit. For the people that this is resonating with, you could have had an interaction with them if you are a bartender and you've been in your position for a while, and a certain person comes to your bar to drink. Like they come every Wednesday or every Sunday or whatever. People have their own patterns and stuff. And sometimes you have conversations with them, but you don't pay it any attention. And I've seen that happen to people where you have conversations with someone and you don't know really who they are. It's like they'll tell you things about them, but you don't really get deep into their life like that. I'll tell you a quick story right quick. This is a true story. I kid you not. I was on the elevator one time. And first of all, I don't know what it is. Anytime I'm out somewhere, people always feel like they want to tell me their life story. I don't know what. I guess I just bring that out of people. Part of the profession or whatever. And I was on the elevator. I was talking to someone in the building who worked in the building. And I was just being polite because this guy was always friendly. All right. So then another person gets on the elevator. I did not know who he was. And the guy who's always friendly started talking to the other guy who got on the elevator. It was like, okay. The guy who's always friendly got off the elevator. But the other guy stayed on with me. That I didn't know who he was. So we started talking. And at my day job, because I have to pay my bills. At my day job, when we were in this other building, the person who was talking to me, we were having a conversation. And it just so happens that the industry that I work in, it was of interest to him. And he was like, well, yeah, go ahead and have them contact me. Have your people contact me. And I was like, oh, okay. Because he told me who he was affiliated with. And I was like, okay, cool. Mind you, the company I work for had pitched them before. More than once, several times. And every single time, this company turned down my company. The guy on the elevator, when we were talking, he was just like, no, that's something that's interesting. Mind you, I didn't know who he was. So then he was like, yeah, just give me a card. He's like, I don't have a card on me right now. He's like, but I do have this booklet. And he's like, here, you can take the booklet. And I was like, okay, cool. And then I was like, well, what do you do? He's like, well, I own the company. I was like, wait, what? He was like, I own the company. And then it hit me that the building that we rented in were his initials of the building. And I was like, oh, okay. So I took the booklet back to the people that I work with at my job, and I explained to them what happened on the elevator. And they're like, oh, well, we've pitched them before. They're like, who did you talk to? And then I'm like, well, I spoke to such and such. He owns the company. Because they were saying they spoke to someone else. And they're like, well, they've always said no, blah, 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 blah. About a week or two later, my company signed an agreement with that company. Based off of a conversation that I had on the elevator with dude who I didn't know who he was. I'm telling you this story to go back to what I'm talking about. I feel like for some of you in 2022, this job offer, as related to a job, take what resonates if this is resonating with you, is going to happen because the person that is offering the job was observing you through conversation of interacting with you, where you kind of knew what they did, but you didn't know what they did. Or you knew what they did, but you didn't know they were a big deal at what they did, if that makes sense. Sort of like with my situation. It's like, oh, you work for the company, da-da-da, and then it's like I had to figure out what his position was, and then he told me he owned the company. I feel like it's going to be one of those situations where you may have thought, how can I put this? I'm trying to think. If somebody would have said, oh, I'm a hairstylist, and I'm throwing this out here. Oh, I'm a hairstylist. And that came up in conversation over the months and so on and so forth. But then you find out that they're like a celebrity hairstylist after they make an offer to you for something, one of your professions or trades that would be advantageous to them and help boost their business. It's sort of like they didn't really talk about their clients. It's just sort of like, oh yeah, I'm a hairstylist. They don't really give you the details. But then you find out, it's like, oh, this person is a hairstylist to celebrities. Or, oh, it's like, oh, I work in shipping. But then you find out they own the damn shipping company. I feel like it's going to be one of those type of situations where you're finding this out. I don't know why bartender is on my mind. Either somebody's a bartender or you had an interaction with someone over drinks and you left a lasting impression. But that's the energy that I'm picking up. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. And that's why I feel, especially with this high priestess here, that they kept, not only do I feel the details of the job, like on the surface, your knee jerk is like, oh, this looks similar to whatever. I ended up with the short end of the stick. But the details of the job is secret. And when you find out the details, you're going to be like, oh, wow, this is exactly what I wanted. You might be, that's it. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You may be looking at the job title versus the job scope of support. Because anyone can have the title of manager. Hell, I have the title of manager at my job. But the scope of support will be different, determined by what type of industry you work in, how large the company is, how many departments carry the workload, and so on and so forth. There's a lot of variables that play in someone's scope of support, or what someone's scope of support will be when working a job. So you may just hear, oh, manager, been there, done that. I got burned before. I don't want to be a manager again. I want to do something else. But then the scope of support for that specific position, the details, in High Priestess, the details. When you find out the details, you're like, wait a second, hold on. I think I'd like that. That's the energy I'm picking up for that. Again, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But my message right now is reconsider any offer, or think carefully before you say no. But I'm really more like reconsider before turning down an offer. I might title this that. Reconsider before turning down an offer. That's the energy that I'm in. And some of you might be turning it down due to relocating. That might be it too. Some of you don't want to relocate. May I have 4 cards from the Kipper deck, please? What are 4 things that Virgo needs to know? Definitely a message is coming in. So keep that in mind. In 2022. But the end result will be the 6 of Pentacles. So everything is going to balance out in the end. It's just the point of how you get to that balance. But you will be in deep thought, strategizing and analyzing the first half of 2022. Your second half of 2022 is when you will have a lot of balance come in, especially around your birthday period. Going into the fall, you will be in a really, really good place. Thank you. Yep. See, I told you. May I have 3 more cards, please? Thank you. May I have 2 more cards, please? Thank you. Yeah, as for love, someone may be making a love offer. I have courtship here. I also have adjudication. Some of you may be going to court. There could be a divorce happening. Queen of Swords is a divorce card. And with adjudication here, mentioning court, some of you may be getting a divorce. I don't view that as a bad thing. That might be a tower that you've been holding on to as related to relationships. Also, it doesn't necessarily have to be divorce as in marriage. It could be a divorce as in a relationship in general, whether it's work relationship or a friendship. That could be it too. But definitely with the Queen of Swords here and adjudication card here, for some of you, it's definitely a divorce. In addition to that, another card is gift. So I have gift. Some of you will receive a gift. That could go back to that offer. Some of you, something just said to me that for some of you, you're going to give the gift the side eye. Because you're going to feel like you owe something. You're going to be kind of funny about if someone gives you a gift. Let's say someone gives you a car, or someone gives you $1,000, or someone gives you I'm trying to think of what else type of gift, or a gift certificate, or something of that nature, or someone gives you some furniture, because one of the other cards is family room. So someone gives you like, let's say you move and someone offers to give you furniture. Then you may be giving it the side eye because in the past, when someone is giving you a gift, they've expected something in return. But I'm telling you now, the gift that you're receiving, they're not expecting anything in return. They're not expecting anything. Now, these 4 cards, gift, family room, adjudication, courtship, these 4 cards can all be related, or they can all be separate situations with separate timelines and everything. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. As for courtship, some of you may finally be ready to date and invest in a relationship. Something just said to me that for some of you who may be dating, they may be trying to buy your love. They don't expect anything from you, but they might be kind of flashy. Also, others of you, Virgo, it might be the other way around. You might be attempting to win someone over with gifts, buying gifts for someone. But honestly, Virgo, I feel this is you, especially with the Empress having come out in the reading. The Empress receives gifts, which I mean, she gives gifts too, but the Empress is more about receiving gifts. The Empress is abundance itself. Also, the Empress is about the aesthetic, the environment too. So I can see someone doing some decorating in their home right now as well. So some of you might decide too that you want to redecorate as well. Maybe around July or August, possibly. Something just said to me that some of you might redecorate simply to change up your energy. Where if you're in like a sad place, because don't forget 5 of Cups is here too. If you're in a sad place, to get yourself out of that energy, you may just decide to redecorate the whole place. And you're like, you know what? I'm going to change. I'm going to throw the sofa out. I'm going to throw the TV out. I'm going to throw this out. I'm just going to get new furniture and do that. Also, especially if there was a divorce. If there was a divorce and someone's moving out, then you will buy new furniture. But for others of you, if you're buying new furniture, I don't know why. I feel like for others of you, if you have to replace your furniture, someone's going to offer to furnish your place, is what I'm picking up. If you're not furnishing your place on your own, after something happens where you have to move to a different place, and it doesn't necessarily mean moving across to a different city or a different state or a different country. I'm just talking about moving in general. I honestly feel like someone's going to offer to furnish your place. I'm really picking up that energy. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. As for those of you on the dating part where it's resonating with you for the courtship, this person really wants to invest with you. Let me clarify. I'm going to clarify the courtship right quick. Can we clarify courtship, please? Woo! 2 cards came out. Okay. Yeah. For this, Knight of Wands reversed and then the 10 of Swords is what this is. So, this person isn't flighty. This person isn't looked to go all over the place, is what I'm picking up. Because Knight of Wands in the upright, how I read the energy is, they're on the go. In the reverse, I'm feeling that they're staying put. Also, another energy I just picked up from this is that you're not as passionate about them as they are about you. I'm picking that up too. Because you're still healing. 10 of Swords energy is what you're doing. I tell you what, I'll go ahead and clarify the gift as well. Because gift is, because I'm sure some of you are like, oh, Tell us about the gift. Tell us about the gift. Can we clarify gift, please? Can we clarify gift? Can we clarify gift, please? Something just said to me, for some of you, you're going to give a gift to yourself. It's like, almost like I don't want to say celebrating your emancipation or independence, but some of you might give okay, this card came out. Thank you. Yeah, for this, it's Two of Wands energy. This is looking out. So, this gift might be going on a vacation. Some of you may be giving yourself the gift of a vacation, or the gift is going to be someone offers you a vacation where they're planning on going somewhere and they make an offer to you to go with them. They're going to be like, all of your stuff is already paid for. All you have to do is say yes. That's the energy that I'm picking up on that. Doesn't have to be that. Could be furniture, especially with the family room here. Because I still feel like someone's going to offer to pay for someone's furniture. But for others of you, don't be surprised if someone offers to take you on a vacation and it's paid for. This could also be connected to the courtship as well, where the person is trying to win you over. And they may want to take you on a vacation to attempt to get to know you better. But something said to me, make sure that you're ready. Make sure that you're ready for that. If that offer comes up during that, because if you're still stuck in this energy where you're not feeling them as much as they're feeling you, and you're still healing from a previous situation, and they're offering to take you on vacation with them, make sure that you're ready. And do that. All right. May I have an oracle card, please? What is an oracle card for Virgo? What is something that the sign of Virgo needs to know? Whoop. You cannot make this up. Wow. I can't make this. Okay, Virgo, I got to tell you what happened. When I did the pre-shuffle earlier with the oracle card, the world was the one that came out. And that's why I was telling you, be open to new possibilities. Guess what card came out now? Again, the world. Some of you are definitely doing some traveling in 2022. Whether you I know some of you may be listening to me like, KC, there is no way I'm traveling in 2022. Remember this message. Come back to this message. I'm telling you, some of you who may not think that you will have the means to travel in 2022, you are going to be traveling. There is a lot of travel here. Travel cards. The Chariot, Knight of Wands twice, Ace of Wands, World card. Star can sometimes be considered a travel card. And also with the World showing up twice, because the World showed up in the pre-shuffle in the Oracle card, and now is showing up again as the card that comes out. So clearly, this is the Oracle message that you need to hear. World, be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. And you know what? That's what I'm going to title this. That's what I'm titling this. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. That's what this is about. You're going to have to be open to the new possibilities, because I'm hearing the possibilities are endless for you in 2022. It's just the point of you not overthinking things. One thing, especially with the star showing up here with Aquarius, air sign, Aquarius can overthink things. Sometimes you might have Aquarius in your chart. Don't overthink things. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. That's that message. I'm going to pull 2 cards from the Divine Doors right quick. And do that. May I have 2 cards for Virgo, please? 2 cards for Virgo. Whoop. Thank you. May I have 1 more card for Virgo, please? Thank you. Okay, first card that came out is Offerings. Abundance lies in the heart that allows. Share more than expected and see love come around. The second card that came out, The Art of Life. There's no sacred light in the aura of an invisible life. Be bold in your skin. Let your love dance in sight. Step out, Virgo, in 2022. But most of all, the main message, be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. All right, Virgo, that is all I have for you for the 2022 reading. kirwkc.com, main podcasting platform. This podcast is carried on Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, Pandora, Overcast, Bullhorn, Amazon Music, Audible, and several other podcasting platforms. KIRWKC on all the social media platforms. Until next time, Virgo, be blessed.